Dear ones, I am Archangel Michael. Today we will not have questions and answers. As agreed, the questions and answers will be answered next weekend, not this one, the next, and every weekend as you have questions, of course, they will be answered. Today I preferred to come here, talk to you a little about what is happening here in your country. It's a quick matter. We won't be long. Many of you ask yourself almost every moment how it is that we beings of light allow so much to happen. I've said this here several times, but I don't mind repeating it as many times as necessary. We help when your vibration reaches a certain point. If this vibration drops, if the majority starts to vibrate low, we move away, because we have to respect what you are vibrating. It is your free will. There's not much to do. So, I would say the following: over a period of time, specifically last year, when the energies began to arrive with much more strength, and the battles between the light and dark beings here on the surface of the planet began, it seems that the entire planet has become disorganized, it seems that everything has become complicated, everything became uglier, everything became worse. Why? Firstly, because the energies that arrived lifted all the false carpets that existed on your planet. Then many truths began to appear. There are no more carpets, all were lifted. And then a lot of things appeared that you didn't even imagine. And this was causing a revolt. You were assimilating this as a worsening in your world. Not as an improvement, because they are seeing the truth. You have been used to living in lies for a long time, and it was a comfortable lie, because with the lie everything went well, but you didn't know what was happening under the hood. But everything was going well. Was there violence? It existed, but it was controlled. That's in your minds. For a while now, everything seems to have gotten worse. You started to see it like this. Well, the truth started to come out and everything got worse. Of course, because a lot of lies emerged. You have begun to see the truth. It's just that you don't interpret the truth as a good thing. You were angry, because everything that was appearing was directly affecting you. A lot of things stopped happening, the famous Jai Tin Ho, the frauds stopped happening, not all, but a good part. You were no longer able to do certain things that you used to do, because everything was in sight. You could no longer do anything behind the scenes. So this caused outrage among some, and this feeling spread across the planet. Not only here in your country, but on the planet. It's not just here in your country that things are happening, it's all over the world. Here specifically, you have a huge territory, so the number of people living here is very large. You are an extremely populated country, so when something bad infects you, what happens? This spreads in an absurd way and infects almost everyone. Added to this, the energies that arrived brought to the surface in you feelings that you didn't know were inside. Those who were a little more attentive, knew how to deal with these feelings, went through them, and today are on the path to the fifth dimension, but the vast majority are not. The vast majority didn't understand these feelings. They rebelled, because they didn't even know they felt that way, and the interesting thing is that many would like to feel that way, and began to resonate that way. Then a great mass in his country began to resonate very quietly, indignation, anger, hatred began to resonate. This was a big deal for the dark ones. Yes, you had few options to choose from, but you could have chosen not to choose anyone. That's what you could have done. If nobody likes it, don't vote for anyone. It's not voting for one, to remove the other, just because you don't like the other, and this one you came back to, is it good? Is it worth voting for him? And that's what many did. But the option you had was precisely added to those who are enjoying all this confusion, and you began to emanate hatred, to emanate anger, to emanate discrimination, to emanate prejudice. They let out all those horrible feelings, even more so when there is someone who stands up and makes all these feelings come out, and shouts that they are going to end it all. And then everyone boarded this canoe. What was said here yesterday is the purest truth. You are being governed by the dark ones in the vast majority of your country. The central government belongs to their group. So, my brothers, everything that is happening in your country is justified. Because the idea is to end, to sink this land, is to sink this territory, so that it does not emanate light, as is planned. It's as if all the dark ones that are still incarnate have gained strength, and are there governing, giving orders, making things happen. This is what you created. How did we let it happen? We had nothing to do. If the vast majority, or rather more than half of the country, supported him, what could we do? Give you the right to free will. And there is the result. And I tell you, every day will get worse. It's not just here. Start observing other countries. Things are starting to break apart. So my brothers, what I said yesterday, that we are not sleeping nor are we absent from this entire process. We are very wide awake and very clear about what we will have to do. That's just what I've been telling you, nothing can be done thoughtlessly or impetuously. I believe that many of you are tired of hearing the same thing over and over again, that we are going to act, that we are going to act, what we are going to do, that we will happen, and nothing happens. My brothers, if it were simple it would have happened already. But simply removing a ruler will not solve the problem. The actions have to be another way, not like this. So I ask you for a little more patience. Only that. Keep trusting that we are working, we are not standing still. Only everything is happening very secretly, because it cannot appear yet, but things are happening. This meditation that I went through yesterday is like an encouragement that you will be doing on this earth, so that it neutralizes, in a certain way, the negative forces, so that Gaia's soil stops burning, so that violence decreases. May you vibrate a little hope. No, things will not end with this meditation, do not expect that, but you will be sending love and light across this earth. They will be strengthening Gaia and the entire egregore of the country. So that's my intention. Don't expect that after a week, as you agreed, everything will be beautiful and wonderful. No, don't expect that, but do expect that you will be catalyzing everything that is being done secretly. And then things start to happen more quickly. And that's what we all want. Enough of authoritarianism, enough of these governments that only do harm to you. They don't have the slightest sensitivity towards the people. This is all over the planet. We each know who they are, and as I said, everyone has been contacted, we spoke one by one. But how did you talk? Was it you, my Archangel, who spoke? No, in the same way that they have incarnated beings, we also have incarnated beings of light, who act as if they were us. Only that. And no one knows who he is, and that they are very well protected, because if you know who it is, they will be destroyed, for sure. So they cannot appear, but all rulers know them, all without exception. Every government official in every country knows our team. Everyone has already been alerted. Everyone has already been warned. So if they want to pay to see it, they will see it, because I tell you, I reaffirm, and I will say it as many times as necessary, we have already won. We are not going to win, we have already won. It's just that you can't see it yet, but we've already won. Some levels that we needed to happen already happen, are already happening. So we already won. There is no turning back. There is no longer any way to retreat. Everything is already done. Now we just have to wait for the consequences. And that's what you have to do. I am Archangel Michael. As I have said, my sword is getting bigger and more flaming, and very soon everyone will know the extent of its strength.